Hi, I'm Kat.
And I'm Larry.
And today we're going to make low-carb macaroni and cheese, or macaroni and cheese.
Welcome to our kitchen.
First, let me put on my apron because my friend Kimmy says always wear an apron. Today we're making this macaroni and cheese, or macaroni and cheese, the same way that we made macaroni and cheese when I was a kid. Here in the South, we make a custard macaroni and cheese. I'm a real native of the South. I'm actually a native of this area of Florida since the 1700s, and this is the way my family has made it for a long, long time. So we're going to start, instead of noodles, we're going to use this low carbohydrate cauliflower, and I've got a half a head here because I'm only going to make this for 2 people and I don't want a lot of leftovers. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in salted water. So right here I've got boiling water. I'm going to put some salt in it. It's probably going to be about for a half a head, I'd say about a half a teaspoon. And go ahead and put that in. Oop. And I've got some little bits that fell off. We're going to let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's really tender. The first thing we're going to do is butter. I'm using this small loaf pan. I really shouldn't even have to butter up the sides, but I am. The reason I'm using this is because it's going to have a smaller surface than an 8x8. So you can see it's more like a 4x8, which would be great for a serving for 2. These are the ingredients. I'm using Colby Jack and Monterey cheese. Now in my family, we didn't use cauliflower and we didn't use Colby Jack and Monterey cheese. We used noodles, macaroni noodles, and we used sharp cheddar, but I'm changing it for this particular recipe. So I'm using 1 1/4 cups for the 2 servings. I'm also using half and half because it's lower carb than whole milk or skim milk, which is even higher carb. So I'm using 1 cup of half and half, which I have measured out right here. And then I have a 1/16 of a cup, which is 1 tablespoon of melted butter. I'm going to be using 1 large egg. Get it out. I'm using ground mustard and black pepper and salt, of course, which here's some salt. This is what salt looks like. Yeah, I'm putting salt in it as well. And I actually already have my ingredients measured into this tiny little cup. And here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard, dry mustard, a 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. So that's already measured out and ready to go. The butter I love to use is this pure Irish butter called Kerrygold. It tastes delicious, and it says it's milk from grass-fed cows, Irish butter. This is wonderful butter, and I love the flavor. But I'm kind of a butter connoisseur. You could actually use butter or margarine. I don't recommend margarine. Let's go ahead and make up the custard base that we're going to add to our cauliflower once it's out of the water and cut up. So first, let's crack an egg. 1 egg in there. We're going to put in our half and half. You can, these are, again, this is for 2 people, so you can totally double or triple this recipe. Already taken care of that. Okay, and all we have left is this, which is the mustard, pepper, and salt. And I'm going to whip this up. So if, for example, you're making this for 8 people, you would use 4 eggs and 4 cups of milk, or in the case of the low carb, 4 cups of the half and half. Whipping cream actually has about a carb more per tablespoon, so you want to do the half and half. That's it. I'm going to take this, you can see I can just poke a fork in it so it's pretty soft, but it's not terribly soft, and you can see how easily it breaks up. So I'm going to break this into little bite-sized pieces, stems and all, and then what we'll do is layer this in the pan. So just stay right here with me, and we'll have this done in just a second. All right, I'm going to put half of this in the pan. That's good. Break it up a little more. And I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of cheese. on that. The rest of the cauliflower. That's pretty well broken up. Another half a cup of cheese. You see that? A little bit more. Good. And now we're just going to pour our custard over it. Well, okay, that's good. Can you see? And that's it. Can you see how it comes? Let me take my fork and show you. See how you can see it almost coming to the top? See the liquid there? That's the idea. You want this custard to come to the top. All right, now we're going to bake this in the oven for about 30 minutes and then put the last of the cheese on it the last 5 minutes, and it'll be delicious. I forgot to put in the butter. Hold on. I'm just going to drizzle it over the top. Oh boy. Okay. It's never too late for butter.
Okay, while our macaroni and cheese is cooking, we're going to cook our little ham steak. So what we have here is a little Smithfield Anytime ham, small because it's just for 2 of us. So we've opened it. We're going to add just a little bit of organic extra virgin olive oil to our pan. Not much, but just a little. And then we're going to put our ham steak on medium heat. And we're going to let it get good and brown on both sides.
I have to get the macaroni and cheese out of the oven for a minute to put that last about half a cup of cheese on the top so it can finish cooking. Look at this. See how the custard has solidified? That's going to be awesome. Let me get the cheese on it. That's a hot pan, babe. Just want to get a little extra cheese on top. Kind of cover the little white areas. That's going to be yummy. 5 more minutes and it'll be done. By the way, we're cooking this at 375. 375 for 30 minutes. Okay, back in.
All right, the ham steak's sizzling now, as you can see. And we're just going to get it brown. It's already cooked, so all you have to do is warm it up. So we're just going to flip it over 2 or 3 times, get it nice and warm, and then it'll be ready to eat. So it won't be long now. All right, now this ham steak is getting a good scald on it. See there, it's getting brown. It's really smelling good. And we can take it off any time, or you can get it as brown as you want because it's already cooked and it's ready to eat.
Ready! Here we go. Oh boy, looks great. What do you think, babe?
I think it looks awesome.
Awesome, let's eat.
Let's do it.
So this is a full adult serving, but it looked like way too much for me, so I got half as much. And then I have lunch tomorrow. Doesn't that look good? We were going to put salad with it, but our salad was not the freshest.
A little wilted.
Okay, Larry.
All right, I'm fixing to get a bite.
You ready?
Yep. Let's go.
How is it?
It's better than real macaroni and cheese. I know you don't believe that.
So this is Kat.
And this is Larry.
And we're saying goodbye from our kitchen.
See ya.